గమగరిస వందనం సరస్వతి వనజలోచని పార్వతి కున్నరతన సుందరాగి చందనం వీరవాణి నిన్నే నమ్మినానుమా నందు బ్రోవురావుమా కన్న తల్లి కావుమా కలశమున్నడవావుమా విన్నా పుస్తక పాణివై విలచిత వరవేణివై వాణియజుర రాణివై వాకునందు నిలువివై వందనం సరస్వతి వనజలోచని పార్వతి వనజలోచని పార్వతి వనజలోచని పార్వతి.
Now we present a Tirukural, a Tamil wisdom.
அதிகாரம் 51 பழமை. குறள் 801. பழமை எனப்படுவது யாதெனில் யாரும் கிழமையை கீழ்த்திரா நட்பு. பொருள்: பழமை எனப்படுவது என்னவென்றால் எதன் பொருட்டும் நாட்கள் மாறுவதைப் போல மாறிக்கொள்ளாமல் தொடரும் நட்பு.
Here are some quirky facts to spark curiosity.
Fun fact: your brain uses more energy than a light bulb. Studying hard is basically powering a 20-watt bulb. Chewing gum can improve concentration. So if you are chewing while studying, you are actually being productive. Yawning is contagious. Even when studying, watch out, your teacher might start yawning mid-lesson. Some people are night owls and some are early birds. No wonder your friend studies best at 2 a.m. Listening to music can improve memory for some people. Don't get distracted by the lyrics. Doodling can actually help you remember things. So that notebook full of sketches, genius. Your handwriting can reflect your personality. Messy is creative, neat is persistent, and both are smart. You can trick your brain into learning faster with active recall. Basically, push yourself. The smell of fresh fruits can actually relax your brain. Libraries are brain spas. Standing while studying can improve memory and focus. Goodbye studying forever. Hello breakfast.
Here's the latest update from around the world.
State news headlines. Tamil Nadu Assembly adopts the condolence resolution grieving Karur stampede victims. Tamil Nadu issues government orders to cancel non-standard public event for this academic year. Tamil Nadu government cancels fertilizer for season farmer and shuts down the company due to deaths of several children in Madhya Pradesh after consuming cough syrup manufactured by this company. Cough corner. Multinational electronics manufacturer leadership team meets Chief Minister Stalin and announced 15,000 crore investment in the state, providing 40,000 engineering jobs. International news headlines. US President Donald Trump was on track to meet with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in South Korea as the two sides trying to settle their trade issues peacefully. And SpaceX conducted another test flight of its massive Starship rocket on Monday, successfully completing half a global journey while deploying mock satellites as in the previous mission. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his delight over the launch of the Google AI Hub in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, calling it a significant step toward realizing India's visions of a Viksit Bharat.
Good evening everyone. I'm Niranjan and here is your weather forecast for Chennai today. And today the maximum temperature will go up to like 32 degrees Celsius and low goes down to like 26 to 30. And the humidity is high, making the weather light very warmer. And the wind will come from northeast at moderate speed. The rain chances are high in the morning, rising up to 40 to 50% in the afternoon or evening. It is better to carry an umbrella with you, and that's it for today. Thank you.
Today, we travel back in time to an era when life was simpler, slower, yet full of wonder. Our theme, Yesterday's Wonders, Today's Strangers, reminds Now I invite Kalalaya to come and give us a brief introduction about today's theme.
Morning everyone. Have you ever thought about the treasures of the past things that once amazed everyone but now lie forgotten in a corner of history? Today I want you to take you on a journey through yesterday's wonders, today's strangers. Objects like radio, postbox, bioscope, earthenware, photo-negative film, etc. These objects and practices, once everyday's wonders, are now almost strangers to us. They remind us of a time when life moved slower, senses were more engaged, and human connection was tangible. They tell stories of creativity, craftsmanship, and culture that shaped our life in ways we often overlook. So today, let's pause to remember, appreciate, and even rediscover the magic of the old, because yesterday's wonders have shaped the world we live in today, even if they feel like strangers to us.
Did you know today is a very special day for rural women and students? Let's have a glance about it.
Hello everyone. Today we celebrate the International Day of Rural Women, a day to honor the strength, resilience and contributions of women in rural communities. Rural women are key to food production, family care and community development. Yet they often face inequality, lack of resources and limited opportunities. Let's recognize their work, amplify their voices and ensure they get the support and rights they deserve. Empower rural women, strengthen the world. Good morning. Today we celebrate Students' Day, a tribute to the energy, dreams and potential of young minds. In India, this day is observed on October 15th, the birth anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, a visionary scientist, teacher and former president who always believed that students are the future of a strong and self-reliant nation. Let this day remind us that learning is a lifelong journey and curiosity is our greatest strength. Keep learning, keep growing.
Once the voice of every home, the radio sang stories that united hearts across distances.
In the past, the radio was one of the most important ways for people to get news and entertainment. Families used to sit together and listen to news stories and news programs. It was the main source of information before television and internet were invented. Radios were also used during wars and emergencies to share important messages quickly, like floods or storms. It also helped farmers by sharing weather reports and farming tips. For students, it can provide educational programs and general knowledge. Nowadays, the use of radio has changed. Many people now use mobile phones, TV, and the internet to get information.
A silent card of emotions, the postbox carried love, sealed in handwritten dreams.
Hello there. I am a postbox. Once upon a time, I was everyone's friend. Every morning, I waited eagerly for people letters full of love, news, and praise. Children would drop colorful envelopes, soldiers' families sent prayers, lovers, shared secrets, and job seekers sent their hopes sealed with paper. Each letter carried a piece of someone's empty, their feelings, their stories. I was proud to carry them all. But now I stand alone. The letters have vanished, replaced by instant message and email. I am a forgotten messenger. A symbol of world that once connected through feelings, not just screens. My identity is lost, but my memories remain of insane hands, waiting hearts and the joy of both written with love. So before you scroll again, maybe write a letter. Remember me, the postbox who once carried your world.
Before mobiles ruled our palms, the ringing telephone was magic. Voices traveling through invisible wires.
I am an old telephone, yes, the one with the round iron and long curly wire. In the olden days, people eagerly waited for me to ring. My voice carried news, joy and love. Families sat together, sharing every call with excitement. I connected hearts, not just numbers. But now, everyone has a phone of their own. No one waits for me anymore. You all scroll, text and forgot to talk. The bond that once made people close has faded away. I am not angry. Just a little sad. I only wish you would remember what real connection felt like when one car could bring everyone together.
With the golden horn and Ganesha, the gramophone made music dance in living rooms.
My songs filled homes with joy, but as time passed, the world changed. New inventions began to appear: radio, tape recorders, CD players, and later mobile phones and digital music. Slowly, people stopped using me. My records were replaced by shiny discs and electronic devices. My music faded into silence. Only a few kind people still keep me safe, not for my sound, but as a beautiful memory of my past.
The humble pounder, rhythm of the old kitchen, where spices met tradition and aroma bloom.
I am Paula Stone, on the heart of every South Indian kitchen. I am strong and made of hard granite, with a rough surface that holds the grains and spices. I am heavy, yet every kitchen hand loved me because I made food tasty, rich and natural. But now I feel lonely. People prefer shiny electric grinders. My weight and rough structure are ignored. I am rarely touched and rarely used. I hold memories of tradition, patience, and the richness of home cooked flavors. I may be old, but my taste, aroma, and tradition are timeless.
When darkness fell, lanterns and Petromax lamps glowed, spreading warmth, faith, and golden light.
Petromax light is a traditional vessel that works using kerosene as a refrain as fuel. The fuel is pressurized inside the lamp tank and then burned to produce a very bright light, almost equal to 400 watts. This lamp is often used in villages, outdoor areas, and during power cuts because it gives strong and steady light without electricity. Even though we have modern electric light today, the Petromax light is still trusted for its brightness and reliability. It reminds us how simple technology can be powerful and useful in emergencies.
My walls and thatched roofs, kacha houses whispered tales of simplicity, love, and strength untold.
Kacha house. In Tamil, I'm addressing it as Kure Veedu. Every corner of the Kure Veedu tells a story. The laughter of children, the aroma of home cooked food, and the comfort of shared struggles and joys. Though modern house may be bigger, grander, the emotional richness and contentment found in this old modest house can never be replaced. Kure Veedu reminds us that true happiness lies not what we have, but how we live and love within our homes. Time is taking me away slowly, brick by brick, memory by memory. Yet even as I fade, I remain proud because I was more than just walls and roof. I was home, a place where love lived in the simplest form.
Creaking wheels and gentle bells. Bullock carts carried not just loads but memories of simpler times.
Before modern transportation, the bull along with my friends were used as transport. The vehicle of ours is called bullock cart. With two big wheels, yeah, I am very stronger and lie in my footsteps. I was more of a traditional identity, especially in Tamil Nadu. Technology evolves, I am being replaced. But remember, I am the OG.
Black and white moments, frozen frames that spoke louder than colors could ever.
The magic of black and white. In the absence of color, we see the truth of life. Today, I would like to talk about something simple yet truly special. The first photograph, the first film, and the first printed pictures, they are all in black and white. All the time, it wasn't a choice. It was the only way to capture images. But soon, people realized that black and white has its own magic. The first photograph was taken in 1820s by Joseph Iceberg Maps. Later, legendary films like Casablanca and Mother India proved that emotion don't need color to move us. They just need a good heart. Even today, black and white pictures remind us that beauty lies in simplicity. They connect us with history and teach us to appreciate every shades of life. Because sometimes, even without color, the world can still be beautiful.
Step right up, the bioscope, a tiny window to wonder, laughter, and moving dreams.
Before modern cinema, the bioscope was one of the first ways people experienced moving pictures. It was a simple machine with reels and lenses that brought stories in life in villages. People gathered with the experience to watch these magical shows. Soon bioscope may look old compared to the new technologies. It was the diamond that started the world of cinema. It taught us how to dream, imagine, see stories beyond the books. So while everyone looks for a goal in a modern gadget, we must remember the diamonds of history, the bioscope, the true gem of invention and creativity.
So as we come to the end of today's assembly, we would like to thank our principal M.S. Jayashrima, our vice principal Chitra Rajagopalan ma'am, our advisor Jashoda Sundar ma'am for this opportunity, and our class teacher Bhagya ma'am for her guidance and constant support. Today we revisited a few things that were once a part of everyday life. The bedrooms, radio, villa cars, post box, etc. are some simple inventions that brought smile to every home. So as we move ahead with our modern comfort, let's pause and ask ourselves, people of those days were not just happier, they were peaceful, content and truly connected with it. So why can't we give a small ride? Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful vote of thanks. Good morning once again to our respected principal, beloved teachers and my dear friends. Before we bring this beautiful morning to a close, I'd like to take a few moments not to speak for the sake of speaking, but to speak from the heart on behalf of my classmates. Because some people deserve to be celebrated not just with words but with love, and one of them is our class teacher, Mrs. B. Bhagya Lakshmi. Ma'am, for the past 2 to 3 years, you've been the heartbeat of our class. You've seen us in every mood, noisy, restless, nervous, and sometimes even hopeless. Yet, you never gave up on us. You stood by us with patience, love, and faith even on the days when we didn't make it easy for you. You didn't just teach us lessons from the books, you taught us lessons for life. You have showed us what kindness looks like, what discipline truly means, and what it feels like when someone genuinely believes in you. There were days we walked into the class tired or silent, but one word from you could change everything. That's the magic you brought into our life. You've been more than a teacher, you've been our mentor, our counselor, and sometimes even our biggest comfort. When we succeeded, you smiled the brightest. When we failed, you stood beside us, reminding us that one mistake doesn't define us. And now, as we stand here at the end of our journey together, we realize that you haven't just taught us, you shaped us. The walls of our classroom might forget our laughter, but we'll never forget the warmth you brought into it. Your voice, your words, and your lessons will echo in our hearts long after we leave this school. We will always love you, Bhagya ma'am. And to every teacher who has walked this journey with us, thank you. Each of you has touched our lives in ways you may never even realize. You've celebrated our progress, corrected our mistakes, and believed in our potential when we didn't see it ourselves. You've been our quiet heroes. As we get ready to step out into the world, we know that we are not leaving empty-handed. We carry your values, your lessons, and your love with us, just like a compass that will always guide us home. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, dear teachers, for everything. You've been our life, our strength, our light, and our safe place. And now may I please request everyone to join in giving a big heartfelt round of applause to all our incredible teachers who have made all these clear. Thank you for being our greatest.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sit down, sit down. Extensive research by class 10B, right? So they just picked up past things and they just reminded us of all the benefits which those people derived at those times. They were also happy, no? At those times. They didn't feel any sadness. In fact, those were exercises when they did use that, what is it? Quran, right? That was founder. They just did that with happiness and excitement, right? So you get tastier food, at the same time, it's an exercise, right? You need not actually go for gym after your school time or after your office work and so on, right? It's part and parcel of your life, right? So majority of things were like that those days. But nowadays only we are just actually keeping our daily routines separately, academic work, co-curricular and other things, and we just allow time for each and everything. But those days it were together, right? Integrated approach. They were actually doing integrated approach for the total well-being, isn't it? Can you just think about it? So today we have actually grown in the sense that there are the developments in technology and we have developed to a great extent. But even then, if we could actually include, right, at least few of our past strange items, that's what they meant, right? Definitely you can enjoy it. So if only you try it, you will experience it. That's what I could say, right? Without trying, we won't experience anything, isn't it? So just try and see whether you enjoy those strange items. And if you like it, you can just continue to do it. And in that way, we can try to bring up or just live healthily also in future, right? So hats off to class 10B for their excellent research, wonderful presentation. And I hope the audience will enjoy. Any comments from audience? Who are the other classes who are here? 10B performed, 10A and 10C here. 10A and 9A basic. Okay. Any comments from the audience side about the special assembly? Any student wants to just comment on their performance, assembly topic? Yes? Anything from your side? No comments. You want to discuss among yourselves, right? But you don't want to come out and discuss. See, when somebody is presenting, you should be in a position to listen to it, right? I found many the talking for whom they are presenting, it's only for the audience. Otherwise, they can just present everything inside classroom. When something is presented on stage, it's a decency to listen to them, right? Then only if you present someday on stage, they will also listen to you. It's only given. Okay? So when news is presented, you're supposed to listen to the news. They're just doing that easy for you. You need not again go through the YouTube channel or whatever it is for the news updates, right? They're just presenting to you without any effort. You have to just listen. So please do that in future. Okay? Congratulations once again for class 10B for the excellent preparation and presentation. Thank you.
You all can get back to class.
One second. Live on ma. Live on ma. Hey, camera தள்ளி விட்டு போறீங்க. Camera தள்ளி விட்டு போறீங்க. Camera close பண்ணுங்க. Close பண்ணுங்க. Bro, then camera close பண்ணுங்க. என்னடா பண்ண நம்மதான்
climate activity.